Weak mother, don't deserve the grief. I'm in down to die for me. Yeah. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. Alright, man, look. Bomb first when we ride. Oops! Alright, man, look. Deontay, the bronze bomber, Wilder, has an educated right hand. And now, I consider him, after that devastating KO over Luis Ortiz last night, as the heavyweight with the most KO power in the history of boxing. Coffee. Now, I know many of you are like, ShowBizz the Adult, I'm shocked. ShowBizz the Adult, what happened with Ernie Shavers and everything you were saying about George Foreman and Iron Mike Tyson and Sonny Liston and Rocky Marciano and Max Baer and Jack Dempsey. Let me tell you something. No one loves and respects the fighters of the day more than I do. But there's a certain moment that happens in boxing where you have to let go. Coffee. I'm going to tell you why. First, I want to say Deontay Wilder has an educated right hand. He does. Now, he does. There was a time when Deontay Wilder was throwing wild punches. But I think he made a huge jump after that Tyson Fury draw. And I saw it when he fought Brazil. When Deontay Wilder last night was fighting Luis Ortiz, and you can see him moving. Now look at the knockout, lead up to knockout, him knocking down his guard, him staring into him, look at his eyes, okay? He's calculating. He's not just throwing a wild shot. He's calculating, moving his guard. Let me throw the jab. Let me see what he does with his, with his right hand. Let's see if he drops his guard a little bit. Let me move this around, and bam! Sleep. Luis Ortiz went from 100, wide awake, full meter, to one shot, 0. That is an educated right hand, and he's had it since the Brazil fight. I'm not sure if you guys remember when I did a video saying who had the most power, and I brought up Mike Tyson. And I said Mike Tyson, he has power, and he goes from his toes all the way up to the top of his head. I was talking about his snapping power, how he can turn his hips, how he puts everything into it and explode with speed, accuracy, ferociousness. Bam! Boom! And then I brought up George Foreman. And I said, George Foreman, he's patient. He can knock you out like this. When you look at him knocking out Michael Moore, when you look at how he knocked out Cooney, those right hands he landed, very educated, throwing them properly, throwing them right to knock a guy out with accuracy. I also said Deontay Wilder, he knocks you out like this. He can hit you, you can block it, and he'll knock you out. But I said if Deontay Wilder were to turn his waist, turn his wrist, shoot from his feet, and he throw a punch like he did against Brazil. When he hit Brazil and leaned to the side, he had his shoulder blocking his chin, just in case Brazil were to throw a punch of his own. And Deontay Wilder leaned out the way, bam! Perfect timing. I said if Deontay Wilder punches like that, uh-oh. I saw that against Brazil. When he threw that right hand against Brazil, I said, uh-oh. Because to me, everything changed. When he threw that right hand, it was different. I said, this guy knows how to place his right hand now. He is turning his hips into it. And when he did, boom, Brazil's soul left. Him against Luis Ortiz last night, he did the same thing. If you look at that right hand, how he turned his waist, how he turned his wrist, how it came from the ball of his feet, and he shot it right down the middle with accuracy, with great timing, and it was a setup right hand. Now I gotta say, Deontay Wilder, uh-oh. He has an educated right hand now. He's throwing it with perfect timing. He's throwing it with bad intentions, and he's throwing it properly with proper technique. Now, he is the hardest punching heavyweight to me ever. Let me break it down. Iron Mike Tyson, when you looked at him fight, he fought Razor Ruddock that first fight. They went toe-to-toe, slugfest. Razor Ruddock was taking a lot of Mike Tyson's best shots, wasn't he? Mitch Green, same thing. Tony TNT Tucker, same thing. Taking a lot of Mike Tyson's best shots. Not saying that Mike Tyson isn't a hard-punching heavyweight. He is. But I'm thinking now that Deontay Wilder got the type of power that's on the next level. That's like if Deontay Wilder hits you flush, no one is withstanding that. The only one that can rival that, to me, is George Foreman. Now, I know many people say Ernie Shavers. You must have to get hit by Ernie Shavers to tell the difference. But George Foreman, that is one guy, when he hits you, lights out. When you saw what he did against Michael Moore, when he hit him late, and that is a very, very significant knockout. When he hit him right on the chin, he didn't put much funk on it. He was just educated about it. He was just, baiting Michael Moore. He didn't care if he was down on the scorecards. And those are the exact same words that Deontay Wilder said about Luis Ortiz last night. Luis Ortiz was up every round. I only gave Deontay Wilder one, and that was the second round. What I'm saying is, with the explosion that he has now on his right hand, shooting it from the ball of his feet, all the way up, transitioning to his waist, and now all the way to turning his wrist at the end with accuracy, explosion, and speed. What he threw against Ortiz had a lot of speed on it, explosiveness. Now you have the explosiveness of Mike Tyson, shooting all the way up from the ball of his feet, all the way up to the end of his fist, with the timing, the placement, the education of George Foreman. This guy is the #1 hardest punching heavyweight in the history of the game. ShowBizz the adult. Now look, I said this last night. That was different. As soon as he knocked out Ortiz, who was one hell of a fighter, by the way, only losing to Deontay Wilder. Nobody else want to fight this boogeyman. Soon as he knocked out Ortiz and knocked Ortiz from full confidence, I'm talking about full confidence, he was winning. His heart was there. His brain was there. He was fighting well, and he's a hard puncher, and he's a crafty fighter, Cuban fighter, has a hard chin. Now this guy going from 100 to 0 after that right hand from Deontay Wilder. I said Deontay Wilder now, his power is next level, crazy, insane, and I don't think I've ever seen a right hand like that before. I'm out.